I am Ismini and I am not well. I am afraid. Today is our first day back to school after a 2-month lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In the big towns of my country, distance learning is still on. I'm so nervous. I'm disappointed for myself. I've lost all my friends. I've always been a good student. Lately, I've been trying to keep myself in a good level in learning. I've tried so hard, but I couldn't make it through distance learning.
Welcome back to class, guys. I know a lot of you haven't missed it, and you want the schools closed again.
Why do you say that, miss? I missed coming to school.
What are you saying again? We've been fine all this time. We'd open the phone in the morning, and if we got bored, we'd play an online game all together.
No, I tried hard. I like to learn and study, but I could not express myself through this virtual learning environment. I was very ashamed that I did not acquire the best aptitude of new technologies yet, and I should already be perfect to keep up with the others. So I finally gave up.
What are you talking about, Ismini? On the contrary, through distance learning, it is much easier for all students in the class to interact and give elements what-if learning to the teachers as well as to learn things at their own pace.
As a matter of fact, for the first time in my life, I wrote so many tests completely correctly and without studying. I don't like to study at all. What's the difference? If I wish to know something, Google knows everything.
During lockdown, I had the opportunity to learn things in new ways. I looked for any learning topic on Google, and I could study whenever I wanted without even having to pay private tutors.
You say that because you're an only child and your parents are wealthy. Come to my house and you'll see how we manage. 4 kids, and we only have 1 computer. My father was fired because the business he was working fell out during the recent long lockdown. As soon as his employer got the chance, he fired him.
You're right, dear. Hundreds of families are in your place and worse this time of year.
Miss Catherine, things like this happen to me too, except for being 3 siblings in the high school and 2 parents teachers. We're trying to work at home all together.
The internet connection doesn't get all of us to work at the same time. And it's always impossible to enter in the teacher's e-learning room or at least to e-class to study later. I never sent my homework to my teachers in time, but I tried 1,000 times.
I ask the neighbor for his internet code and I go with my cell phone and a stool outside my house in our yard to connect and watch different lessons for 7 hours. I thought at first I was the only one who had such problems. I couldn't explain them to anyone. I didn't wish to bother and upset my parents. They worked like crazy during this period.
The truth is, we don't have enough time to think about your problems, guys. I work all day to transform face-to-face teaching into distance learning.
Miss, you teach us physics. Do you really think you can teach us physics properly through synchronous and asynchronous e-learning? Most students understand nothing. Is it possible to teach a practical lesson without experiments, without the student to get to the whiteboard to resolve exercises?
Come on, Ismini. Our teachers were next to us during lockdown. Every single morning they were there, next to our soul and spirit, trying to teach us and encourage our learning from afar. They never let us alone.
Don't know what to say. I feel very ashamed that I didn't make it. I'm confused. I feel so alone. No faces, only the names of my schoolmates in a black background. So pathetic.
Our teachers provided us with so much colorful knowledge during their remote presentation. So many self-assessment tests just for us to be sure we're going on well. So many tasks to keep us busy, even videos and games they're created to encourage us to learn.
Sometimes even the teachers shut their camera off. For better internet? From fear because someone might record them during the lesson? No use to chat with my friends through a screen. And we had classes all day. In the evening, we might watch a movie, listen to music, relax, and text each other always through our mobile phone. How else? Those hours in the evening started to become my best hours during those awful days. I even started losing my sleep to keep them longer.
Come on, Ismini, wait active. You are hyperactive. You should have been more serious and followed the rules.
Perhaps you and other students, Karen, have made it. You've benefited from all these pros of e-learning, but I only see the cons. I feel like I've lost myself during this time. I've lost my self-esteem.
Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to school. I came here to announce to you the decision of the Minister of Education not to forgive any absence of a student in the last period during remote learning. Absences are excused only with a written confirmation from a hospital that you were not able to attend courses due to severe illness. The Minister believes that not a single teaching hour should be lost this year. On the contrary, the school year should be extended and we should work more during holidays.
But, sir, we've all worked very hard during this awful time.
My dear employee, you are not entitled to speak. You are just a state employee and your employer is the Ministry of Education. You will do as ordered by the Minister. Students were at their comfort in their houses. How came and they couldn't get into the platform for their everyday lessons?
Mr. Principal, I'm telling you the truth. I can't take it anymore. I admit that the minister had good intentions, but I got terrible grades, even though I tried, and I can't stand any more pressure. I don't feel that I managed to show to my teachers how hard I tried to cooperate.
You will be rated for the first semester according to the online tests and your teacher's view of your performance during e-learning. They will evaluate you by your interaction with them. Let's see which teacher will dare not to obey the Ministry of Education and refuse to give you a grade. Then we know what to do. In addition, you will write while we are at school 2 hourly tests for each lesson in the second semester and before the final exams.
Mr. Principal, I feel I need more time to get used to the new situation. Even now that we've come back to school, the nightmares did not stop. And now I'm terrified from the fact I could contaminate with the virus. My teachers, my schoolmates, my family, my grandparents. Since I come to school every day, I feel very troubled and insecure. I cannot concentrate to my study. I need time.
Ismini, there are no excuses. Shame on you for taking the side of your lazy and distressed classmates. But I noticed that you had a drop in your score and a lot of absences during distance learning. I'm so sorry you are the daughter of 2 excellent colleagues. I recommend you, get yourself together, pay attention to your homework and get rid of your evasiveness. Just like so many other students managed to do it. Besides, it is probably too late. Perhaps you will repeat the same grade. The number of your absences has crossed the line.
But is it possible? Everyone is against me. I need help. I cannot defend myself all alone. What am I going to do now? Who's going to help me? How should I react to be vindicated?